So we're doing some testing. I'm trying to figure out the, I did a shot earlier with this new bottomless strainer or basket. So it sprayed around, so then when I videotaped it up close I could see that there's like a couple of little streams shooting out. So I'm trying to figure out if that's the basket or not. So this is the basket that came with it. This is the basket with Breville. I just did a shot with this in here and it did not do that. So we're going to check it again with this. I'm going to make sure everything is in there correctly. Take my time with it and everything to see if there is a problem. So this is the one that it came with. So we're going to try it again and see what we get. I'm using my Costco beans for all these tests because they're half the price of the other one, and I want to see what we get. So I'm actually able to get a really nice cup of coffee already, but it's fun to experiment a little bit and see what, you know, each thing does. And okay, 18. So put that in there. The other thing I found, which I thought was very interesting, was we went to all manual on extraction, measuring everything. 18 grams, 36 grams of espresso, 2-to-1 ratio for the normale portion instead of the short or the long. And when I just did one, just because I'm just testing this, I did the double shot on here, the auto one, and it produced 45 grams of liquid espresso, so it's doing too much. Now, I don't know if that can be adjusted or not in there, but what we found was initially the shots that it makes automatically and the grind amount that it makes automatically for us doesn't work. Now the grind is definitely adjustable in half-second increments, so you could take your coffee and eventually get the right amount, I think. But for me, I don't want to leave my beans in here anyway because they're going to get stale. We put them in here, and I use this. I'll show you in this. I did it in another video too, but I'll show you. We got this off Amazon. I'll put a link for it. It's a little vacuum sealer. So we put this on here, turn it on, and it will vacuum seal the beans again in the jar for us, which is nice. So we can keep all of our beans fresh. We basically dumped out all the beans into the jars, vacuum sealed them, so they're as good as good. Done. So you can see, vacuum sealed, no lid, no nothing. It's just like our canning of the vegetables, except obviously we're not going to do a hot water bath on it. And then there we go. So that's what we're doing. So we got that. So let's finding my way around some of this stuff. And definitely we are very new to this. We don't know really what we're doing yet. So I'm just kind of testing. So I'm going to put this funnel on here, and then I'm going to use this as a brace just so I can put that in there. All right. So now okay, and then we have our small needles. We will check Try to make sure there's no channeling. I'm not sure if that's what caused the spurting, but we've done this to every shot and we've had no problems with that. So I don't exactly know why. Settle it down, comes out. This is so far the way we're doing this, grinding into this. Then we put it in here with the funnel, tamp it down, tap it a little bit, which helps get everything out. And then I have this, which is a spring loaded. So it gives us 30 pounds of pressure. So now we have our shot ready. This is another way to press it or to stir the top, but I'm not sold on it yet. So we're going to put this in here. We're not going to drink this because I've already had multiple shots today. I think it's better I don't keep drinking. I'll be hopped up on the bean, as they say. So what we're going to do is actually measure this to try to get it correct. Alright, so we want 36 grams. I've found through experimentation, need to stop it at about 29. So we go to manual mode, click this one, and then start. All right. So far looking, oh no, spraying, still spraying a little bit. Just a little bit. I think the basket that they sell with this $50 thing, I think it's, the holes in it are not good. It doesn't distribute evenly. So I think looking at this, yeah, there's like little sprays of it here and there. It's definitely not channeling correctly in this basket. So I'm going to try another one with the old basket. Now I actually ordered a better basket, a Precision basket, after doing a little research. And we came across a video talking about poor baskets and the fact that the holes are not drilled correctly, they're not lined up correctly, that they're just not good. And as a result, you get a much poorer cup of espresso. So, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? I can see. Yeah, there's some holes that are not even drilled and some that are partially drilled in this. Yeah. Let me see if I can videotape that so I can show it to you. Put it up to the light. See the dark spots? Those are ones that are not drilled correctly. So I'll have a link to this item in the description, but I definitely can not recommend this. But this is nice. I do like the feel of this and everything. So if you were to order this, it's $50. I would replace it with either the Breville basket, which works okay, or Precision basket, which I'll put a link to. We haven't gotten it yet, but I believe it will be almost perfect. And then we're going to do another one with the original Breville basket, which I haven't had any trouble with. So let's see what we get with that. So we'll do, okay, so we'll measure this. Nope, don't need that. We're going to do it this way. All right. I say, we're novices. So if you follow us and start watching our videos, you can learn with us as we get better and better. We're doing a lot of research, and but like I say, it only took us one day. Once we gave up on the auto settings, we just didn't like it. And then once we went to measuring everything, which is I think what's really recommended, we got really nice cappuccinos out of this. Every one that I've made like that has tasted really nice. So, but the first ones and the first beans we had were old, that we had left over from something that was horrible. So the other thing is you need freshly roasted beans. Really don't skimp on that, because if you do, you're going to regret it. This will auto, if you just push it once, you can set the time auto, but again, why? I think it's much better to do everything on your own, and you get a much better result, I think. So anyway, we're trying to find our routine and everything, and we're just kind of having fun with it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try to rough it up a little bit, make sure that everything's broken up inside. Okay, so we got that done. We'll settle it again, take this off, and notice we didn't spill anything, which I'll show you in the next one what it looks like if I just put this in there and do 18. It's all piled up, really hard to get it back in. You end up spilling it, it makes a big mess. So you can also use this. You can see here it has some like I don't know, wave or something on it. You can put this in and then turn it, and it basically distributes the coffee. Now it says that will take out all the air pockets and everything and help with the channeling, but James Hoffman, his channel, he reviewed this too, this method, and he did it in a glass container, and you could see that the bottom doesn't really get moved, only the top part, maybe the top third or something like that. So anyway, but you can get a nice smooth thing. Then take your press. This one has the 30 pounds, and that's it. So we're good. So we'll put this in here. Now this is the original the original basket that came with it, but it's also the new handle. So we should get the handle should have no impact on it. The only real difference is this, which I just like the way that looks when you look up under there. So I don't know, it more for maybe the video than anything. And then here I will show you. So what I do here is we select the menu, and then it lets us go to some manual settings. So I have the hotter, I have it set 1 notch above middle, and for this bean, and a 12 grind, and then you press this one again. Now it's locked into custom shot. So now this is lit, so when I press it, it's going to start doing its thing, making the shot, and then I have to press it again to stop it. So what I'll do is I'll watch down here, and I'll put this on here just because we're doing testing, and then you can see here I can zero it out. So then I'll just watch. When it gets to about 29 or so, I can then stop it. It'll keep pumping a little bit. It takes a little bit for the pressure to die down, and then after that we will be able to get about 35-36 grams. So it gets pretty close. So let's see how this one does. All right. I have a feeling we're going to see a big difference. I don't think we'll see all the squirting, the little tiny pinhole squirts that we were getting. Nope, not a single one. Well, no, there's a little bit. Yeah. No, we're still getting it. Huh. Man, it's really messy. And I don't know what to do about that yet, so we'll have to do a little bit of research. Because I know that there's no pinholes in it. How does it look? It looks good. Well, actually, I'm going to dump this out. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, it looks nice. Looks even. I don't see any issues with that. Now let me wipe this and take a look at this one. I thought we looked at this earlier and it looked good. Thought I looked maybe last night. Maybe I wasn't looking at it properly. Yeah, I still see, even with this basket, there are a couple of, and you don't notice it at all with the other type basket. But I will videotape this and you can see there on the left, you can see one that looks like it's not drilled all the way through. So it's definitely better, but still just not quite perfect for this type of open bottom. So that's too bad. I don't think, definitely not happy with that. But coffee's okay, espresso, but yeah. Let's see here. Let's break this open. Yeah, see, it looks very even. They say that the whole thing should, the water distribution in it should be even. And to me, it looks good. Now, of course, keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just looking at everything. But to me, it looks good. I mean, it's pretty dry. You know, it's there's not water retained in it, really. And it doesn't look like there's any unevenness in the distribution of the water in it, which is good. So that's good. So, very interesting. So I think we're going to have to wait and see. To use this, we're going to have to wait for the other basket. I just don't think this one is doing well. I don't know. Maybe we could wash it, but I don't see. Honestly, I think, well, now you can see. Let me see if I can see a little bit more in it this time, maybe. Let's see if we can capture that for you. You really, yeah. If you look at the center, look just up about 12:30, 12:15, maybe, you know, like a 1:30 on the top right, about 5 holes from the center. You can see one there that doesn't look the same, a little bit different. So yeah, there's definitely some that are different in this. So it's not a precision basket, definitely. So that's the first problem. Basket is now, granted, I think most people will never be able to tell the difference, but if you're trying to do this and you don't want the little sprays, then you're trying to use this open basket, then you really need to have a precision basket. So we'll have another video once that other basket arrives in a couple of days, whatever, and we'll do a test and see how it does, and you can compare. So I think for now that's it. You can follow our journey. We're just learning, we're experimenting, we're enjoying the new machine. The machine itself is great. Not the auto part, but the manual, you can use it. We've made really nice cappuccinos with it. They're very, very tasty. And we're just experimenting. We have this dosing cup that we put in here, which I like this way better. I know what I want to show you. Let's do, I wanted to show you the, let's do this. What it looks like when you do the basket like this without the cup. So let's do 18 grams of beans. And you'll see how hard it is to, almost 18, oh, 18 even, although it flickers over to 18 and 3/100ths. I don't think 3/100ths will make much of a difference of a gram, 3/100ths of a gram, very small. All right, so instead of using this, we're going to do this, and you could set the timer here, 16 seconds, whatever, but I prefer to just do it manually. You just push it in and hold it. Okay, and then the machine was supposed to come with a dosing funnel that fits on here and will prevent grounds from spilling out, but it wasn't in the box. We couldn't find it, so I emailed Breville to see if they would send me one. But you can see here how full it is piled up on there. So this is what you get when you do it that way. So you can see it's hard. And then to try to, I'll try to hold this where I can show you. Then you can try to press it back in a little bit, but it's still hard. And then if you're going to come back and you're going to do this, of course at this point you could put this on there and go back to that, and then you don't have to worry about it. So let me get this just so. All right. And then we will tap it a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We'll do this just to kind of spread the top out a little bit. I realize it doesn't help the bottom, but it's okay. We'll use our presser. Okay, should be good. Now this is the one with the dual spout on the bottom. And you will see it does not spray, obviously. Alright, so let's, we're not going to measure this, we're just going to do it for a little bit and then stop. So, again, we will go to manual mode, and then we'll go to manual, press this one to go to the custom shot, press this to start it and stop it, and then we'll wait for it to start. Should be done in roughly 30 seconds, I think, is the estimate. So coming up on 30 seconds. Much cleaner, obviously. And taste is the same, I think. I don't know that you would see any difference in the taste with the two of them. I just kind of like the way that looks coming out. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Let's check this one, see if there's any difference in it. Looks more or less the same. Yep. So we can crack this one open. Yeah, evenly distributed, looks fine. I don't see any issues with that. So that gives you some idea of all of that. I will have a link. We got this off Amazon. I just liked it because it was red. And we have the red, and we have the red stove. I got this off Amazon. I'll have links to all of this stuff. We're not affiliates. We don't have anything to do with Breville. We're just having a good time. Off Amazon, we got this one, which is nice. It's aluminum little dosing cup, which is really nice. I like it a lot. We got this to put on the put on here, and then of course we got this with a more or less defective dosing cup, or dosing basket, I should say. This as well, actually this mat, Maria wanted this rubber mat, which is nice for settling without hitting the counter or something. And then we got this, which is pretty, and it's nice as well. If you want to leave your stuff in it, you can set it in there like that, or you could set this up here, and then this here, and you've got all your three main things all in one place. You've also got storage up here, and then last thing we've got that I haven't tried yet is this. I read about this. It's a metal screen, and you put this on top of the puck after you've made your you've tamped it down, and this is supposed to help distribute the water more evenly as well. So we're going to try this tomorrow and see what it does, but it's supposed to help. We'll see. I don't know. Even if it does, I'm not sure if we can tell the difference in the taste yet, but we are having fun. So follow along on our journey as we learn and experiment and try new things, and I hope you enjoy it. We're not experts, don't claim to be, just coffee aficionados. So I'm going to seal this back up because I think I'm done for the day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.